Hello everybody, welcome back to Evolve. We're going to be playing as the blue boy in this one. We're on Orbital Drill against Foul Bucket, Jack and Hyde for this. It wouldn't be a Goldie video if there wasn't a Jack that's been rolled onto the team. We'll do everything except Rock for the first one, and we will do Traversals as the perk. Get us in there. This team's quite good. It's a bit more useful actually against METEOR Goliath to have a offensive support, because blue goalie's upfront damage is not as strong as, we'll call him red goalie's damage, you know, regular goalie. Because this monster specialises in applying DOT. That said, he is going to be a fucking nightmare for Val to deal with. This monster is probably one of the direct counters to her, because multi-target lingering DOT is something she can't really keep up with once it starts getting low. Or bringing people low, I should say. So, is that ability cooldowns? Yes it is. We get goalie's best buff immediately. There are better times to get it, but I did delete that, yeah. I'm not going to get these bodies now though. Just, there you go. Trying to squeeze it in there before they came over the thing. It's fine. We are going to be heading back towards the hunters here, so we just need to be a bit weird. Yeah, that's fine. Isolated birds as well, so they're going to skip that entire area and come straight over here. Don't want anything to do with the Doom Beetle that is that close to the hunters, because it'll take too long to kill. It's fine. Animations, by the way. This game is chock full of attention to detail, something you'll never see in a fucking modern ASIM ever again while DBD is at the top of the genre. Stated this numerous times. We had last year that was one of the most recent ones in the human-based ASIM category. It died because it had a very shit launch, but that had really good animations in it as well. Yeah, should be alright here, I think. We've got distance. The Rock, Leap and Fire. We do the same abilities building up. Both Goliaths, I should say. I usually just max Rock at tier 3 instead of Fire on this version, because the Rock is insanely strong and fast. Throws off my aim most of the time, but when it lands, you nuke after HP bar, so pretty damn good. This monster does have the biggest HP bar, armor bar I should say, in the game as well. Bigger than behemoths. It takes quite a bit of feeding. You hit 3 people with that. The Rock does also apply DOT, so you want to spray that across everybody. As you can sort of see by the elf bars there, they've kind of come back to it because heal bursted, but the DOT damage starts stacking up and it does linger. Don't tag all of them in it. That said, we do want to actually focus Jack here because we're going to be looking at some serious damage. Yeah, we'll just get out. Can be a little bit counterintuitive though, because as monster you don't generally, depending on who you're actually playing, like most monsters you don't want to be splitting targets a lot of the time because you have to focus somebody to get the down, especially on teams with high sustained medics, but it's fun. to get us close to stage 2 there. Stage 3, sorry. The next down we get will actually let us evolve. We're actually going to go for battle in this situation. It's the heal burst. More animations. We'll get out because I've only got half my HP left. Couple of losses. We are going to go in again here though, before we go evolve. See if we can get any more strikes. Strikes being little white blocks for those who don't know. That's the defense buff they're going to run into now. Which is quite good into a monster that relies on whittling them down with small amounts of damage. Right, okay, I guess I just hallucinated them striders. Whoever they were. Kinda want to get a nice leap here. They did get the I was gonna say, I was aiming to overshoot anyway because of the repulsor, but he did it too soon, so my charge getting denied. Splash because he hit the side, it's fine. Good. And we get out again. We'll go and grab stage 3 now. It'll do, because we'll be getting revives. We'll have the distance. I say, well, Max Rock just boost charge up. Rock is insanely quick and does a lot of damage at tier 3. Can be used as quite a good sniping ability. So we've got a massive armor pool to fill. Actually get up there. Sounds like it's still over there. It's worth noting just in this moment that we are actually on our home map for those who are interested in lore. A bit early to the party though, but more accurate lines as well. Yeah, Orbital Drill, the Cataclysm variant that isn't in this version of the game, is what you'd class as Meteor Goldie's home map. He is an evolutionary response to the corruption of the HNA of the planet, which is also self-sustaining. Excuse me, that's illegal. You were supposed to bounce a lot further away than that, mate. Animations again. We won't see that anymore. I've said it time and time again, boys, it's just a bit of a dead horse at this point, but some people like to hear me go on about it. Sometimes it's just, you know, we legit dropped this and chose Dead by Daylight. It's just the most stupid fucking timeline we could have ever have got. Fighting giant alien super mutants on alien planets with literally limitless potential to be put into a perfectly square-shaped space and just be chased around bits of shit in the floor by some prick with a knife. That's what we traded it for, mate. At the end of the day. It's black and white. The complete level of just potential here. With monster design, world design, the lore of this game was fucking amazing. It was made by somebody who was genuinely passionate about what he was making. It's fucking just insane, dude. People genuinely think that Dead by Daylight's fucking acceptable. It's fine. Even last year, man. Last year was fucking miles better than Dead by Daylight was. But you know, it's the endless cycle. I try to enlighten people, but you know, they're still all scratching their heads and confused within DVD player base why they're all suddenly like, oh, I'm bored of this game now. It's not fun anymore, you know. It's all full of bugs and it's all full of, you know, just no atmosphere and no horror to it anymore and all this kind of stuff. And I'm just sat here like, well, how is this any different from when I try to tell you that, you know? It's just so fucking stupid, man. You know, I've spoken my piece on the DVD player base before anyway. They share a single fucking brain cell, I'm convinced. I'll get out again because I'm dropped armour. Ooh, thought my game crashed there. That was a bit of a frame skip. Would not have liked to lose this. The recording anyway. I need a bit more HP there, to be honest. Armour, I should say. The game is drip feeding me at the moment though, which is not greatly appreciated. See the animations again, like, because I overshot where that was because it was stood there, and then I turned around because the monster's facing this way, because it's looking still over there. There'll be an animation where it turns. See, like even when you stood still and it's not attacking anything, it's sort of frantic. It's a directional based animation system where whatever way you're facing or whatever way you're looking, it will do an animation. See how it's backhanding as well when he turns. More of them become available though when you stood next to something you can attack. So that's your 3-part combo. Really hard to trigger it properly, but it'll always aim towards what he's actually attacking, regardless of where your camera is. So it always impacts what he's attacking. So it's sort of swinging there. It's a bit weird to try and force it. It just sort of happens in a fight. Got people there. Thread that needle. I think I did. Yeah, I did. I hit the colonist. You don't really want to be in here, to be honest, against a stage 3. Doing the heal burst. You tag him with the tail end of that. Oh shit, okay. Get out of there. It's also what a balanced asim looks like as well, because we've got insane amounts of power and we're almost dead as well. Because I haven't been appropriately targeting things where I should have been. Because this game punished both sides, it doesn't have favouritism to the one that's making content on Twitch, you know? We say it as it is, boys, because, you know, it's my favourite genre, as it is the favourite genre of everybody else who plays this game. in its dead state. The fucking fall off was insane to what we now have. I know it's a downer topic and all that kind of stuff, fellas, but it's just fact at this point. I'm sick of having shit games at the top of this genre, essentially. So I'm going to rant about it, you know. It is what it is. At the end of the day, we traded a masterpiece for a fucking, like, I don't even know what to call it, to be honest, a fucking student's first Unity project, because that's what Dead by Daylight looks like in comparison to this, man. It is what it is at the end of the day. I'd say that even if it's not exclusive to Dead by Daylight, any game that looks at the level of what Dead by Daylight looks like, you know? It's not a case of it being Dead by Daylight, that's just fucking stupid, I shouldn't have done that. We're going to actually armour again here, because I need to be careful now. We have domes to worry about. Did not actually expect that to pursue, to be fair. Has he got his shield left? No, is the answer. So now I don't have an assault. I don't have the angle for a rock there, I don't think. No, too tall. Didn't quite stop it there with the repulsor. I do go for bucket here because supports do have access to a cloak that will allow him to run off, so he can buy his team another wave. Oh, we shot that. This one. Didn't see where she went there. Don't know where she is. We're getting out of here. I can't afford to waste the HP I've got because they're coming back in 3 seconds. Let's get out while we can. Go around the other side here. I think they've gone out the other side anyway. No, they haven't. You hit jerk. Very shit place to be. Get out. It's fine, 40 seconds. I need some immediate wildlife, ideally. Good. I should have just gone for the hunters there instead of just targeting the colonist, but it's fine. Get these out and then we can make a bit of a dent because they have to still go through the drop-in animation. When they respawn, we're quite close to where they are as well. That'll be enough. Should be able to get rid of at least somebody here before they actually get here. It's a shield. Good, he's dead. Get out. We'll get downed. Val has been added into the queue. I don't think she's going to actually come back there, so... Get the armour again. Yeah, she hasn't. There's the countdown timer. So that's basically how long we've got without the team having a medic. Which is going to be pretty bad for him because we are DOT based. Yeah. See, animations. Yeah, I reached up, trying to swat him out of the air. Get them as well. There it is. Minutes. Did a full clean though, because we've got both colonists in that one as well. Literally nobody lived. We had to do a bit of in and out in at the end though, because obviously with the HP situation, but there it is. That's what we lost, boys. That's what the asim genre could have been. Try explaining that to the modern gamer. Fucking hell. It's like trying to teach a fucking fish to walk. But anyway, there you go. It is what it is, boys, at the end of the day. I'll never stop being passionate about this game because it's just, you know, it's my favourite game of all time at the end of the day. Didn't get the life it deserved twice because the publisher's just fucking brain dead at the end of the day. There's not even any hate to that, to be honest. It's just actually observational based on what the situation this game has been through, the multiple situations this game has been through. Over its very fractured lifespan. Even when a couple of years back now, it was about 2 years ago, and we had 2,500 fucking people come back to a game that wasn't even listed on the fucking Steam store, and it gained, for about 2 or 3 months, it gained a stable fucking community of people playing games. Everybody just came back as a collective, and then we took about 3 months to actually acknowledge what was going on, and then when the hype had actually died down by that point because there was nothing announced in terms of maybe picking it up again, maybe releasing a patch to address some of the slight balance issues that the Stage 2 version had and all this kind of stuff. We just waited for like 3 months, didn't do fucking anything. Then we threw a bunch of keys into a Discord server, a public one, so they'd all be scalped, as they would be for any game and all that kind of stuff. We then scratched our heads and wondered, hang on a minute, maybe this game isn't viable anymore, maybe the game is bad, when it had nothing to fucking do with the game at all. It's the systematic failure over and over to actually just recognise your role as a publisher. But as I say, it is what it is. It's fucking... The asim genre's doomed, boys. It just is now. That's what pisses me off about it. We're doomed to fucking mediocrity with what it's got at the top. A game that, even when it first came out in 2016, this game came out in 2015, right? Which is relevant to what I'm about to say. When Dead by Daylight came out, even when it came out in 2016, it looked fucking dated when it actually came out. It still looked bad then. And now, obviously, because it runs on a very outdated engine and it runs on a very outdated set of code that just breaks every time anything new gets added to it. They don't expand on anything. They don't take time to fix the code. They don't take time to, you know, fix the problems that the game has. It's genuinely dog shit. But at the same time, in Behaviour's corner, they don't have to give a fuck, because whenever a new asim comes along, it never takes over Dead by Daylight's spotlight just because of content volume, you know, and the fact that everybody just gravitates towards Dead by Daylight. This is the war that me and whoever else is playing this, there's a couple of people who do play this, and even people that played last year and all that kind of stuff, we're sort of in the same boat. Everybody that isn't with Dead by Daylight in terms of the sort of war analogy. Where you're trying to convince people who are stuck in a loop with this particular genre that the games that it had prior to Dead by Daylight were just 110% better alternatives. You know, just because it's not got fucking Michael Myers in it and all that kind of stuff doesn't mean it's worse. You know, There was limitless fucking potential in this game, with the monsters they could have had, the maps they could have had, the hunters they could have had, the fucking atmosphere this game has currently, you know, as being a sci-fi horror style game. Even last year, the limitless potential of the fiends. There was already fucking diverse monsters and all that kind of stuff. We had an axe-wielding janitor, we had a giant Russian escaped convict, we had a fucking PTSD suffering war veteran, homeless man, we had a giant spider, something that has been rumoured or, you know, spoke about within DBD space for years now, but they'll never do it, because if you, based on the fucking killer animations you've seen in Dead by Daylight, mate, if you want to see behaviour try and animate a fucking spider, you're going to be disappointed, mate, when that comes out. I will guarantee that to you right now, mate. That shit will slide along the floor and only the two front legs will fucking work. You know? It is what it is, boys, at the end of the day. It's fucking inferior in nearly every way to every other ASIM that's ever been out. You know? Even VHS in a way, because VHS was quite shit, but VHS was still had a lot more potential as well than Dead by Daylight does. Because Dead by Daylight's just, it's basically an endless loop of just releasing the same fucking killer with a different skin every time. That's what they do. They take a part of a killer's kit, attach it and stitch it together to another killer's kit, and then just sell it as a new character. I can't remember the last time. It's probably, I'd probably say Alien. About a year and a half ago now. It's probably the last unique killer we ever got in Dead by Daylight. Unknown was just a ranged killer. That's just a projectile. The same as Huntress, the same as Deathslinger. It's just something that shoots. We had Chucky, which I suppose was the third person era, where we got, you know, a small killer that we could see while playing as it, but that's still some killer that just dashes forward. Something that Blight does, something that Wesker does, you know, all that kind of stuff. Alien was the first one where you could actually go into a tunnel and you did get a physical 3D space where you could crawl around under the map at a very fast speed. I'm trying to think of all the other stuff as well. Houndmaster wasn't unique because the dog is basically just a projectile. You fire forward and it just grabs it. It is what it is anyway. We're not discussing all this kind of shit in a fucking Evolve video. But it is what it is, boys. Mediocrity. That's the name of the game for ASIMs now. But, you know, it's a fucking complete mission to actually explain this shit to people because they just refuse to open their minds, basically, and consider what they're actually seeing with their own eyes. When I say the animation quality, the atmosphere, everything to do with this game is just superior to Dead by Daylight in every single way imaginable. And the same way that last year was, as well. Last year and Evolve were the two main ASIMs that I actively, properly fucking stand behind in terms of them being good. It's just, it's completely fucking washed, mate. It's just a bad timeline in general because it fell off massively. But anyway, there it is. It's the endless loop. Hope you enjoyed the gameplay and I'll hopefully see you for the next one. Bye.